Mary Eleanor Nell Whitaker was born on February 22, 1908, in Dayton, Ohio, in a modest Victorian house a short walk from the Great Miami River. Her father, Harold Whitaker, was a civil engineer working for the local waterworks. Her mother, Lillian, was a school teacher who insisted that Nell and her younger brother read Latin primers before Sunday dinner. The Whitakers were solidly middle class, genteel but not wealthy, with a firm belief in education, public service, and moral duty. From earliest childhood, Nell demonstrated a voracious appetite for languages and history. She memorized the capitals of European countries by age 8 and the story of Joan of Arc by 9. By high school, she was fluent in French and German and spent her summers writing letters to pen pals in France. At Wittenberg College, she majored in modern languages, graduating summa cum laude in 1930. She earned a fellowship to study at the Sorbonne in Paris in the early 1930s, where she delved into archival research about France's interwar politics. During her time in Paris, she witnessed the rising tension between fascist and Republican forces, attended lectures by historians warning about German rearmament, and befriended a handful of French intellectuals who would later become involved in underground resistance circles. Yet for much of the 1930s, she remained in Ohio, working as a librarian for the Dayton Public Library and conducting scholarly correspondence with contacts overseas. The slow drift toward war. In 1939, war broke in Europe, and the Whitaker household was transfixed by daily dispatches from London and Berlin. Mary, now usually called Nell, began translating French and German newspapers for local groups, offering her services pro bono to committees preparing refugee relief for Europe. She grew restless, sensing that quiet academic life would not suffice. In 1941, after the attack on Pearl Harbor, the U.S. plunged into war. Nell volunteered for the Office of Strategic Services, the OSS, the secret precursor to the CIA. Her French fluency, her archival knowledge, and her network of contacts in France made her an attractive recruit. By late 1941, she was accepted into a special unit tasked with intelligence and resistance coordination in occupied territory. Her supervisors were astonished at her calm demeanor. As one later wrote, "Here is a woman who, when faced with pressing peril, speaks quietly and acts decisively."